Well, they will be missed, won't they? Sum 41. Done. Supposedly, the last tour of their career and the last concert ever from Sum 41 happened on January 30th, 2025 at nowhere else other than Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. Very well close to their neighborhood, as they are from Pickering, which is about a 20-minute drive from Toronto, I would say. The start time was at 8:45 p.m. The tour average was 3 hours and 33 minutes after the doors opened. I'll read you the set list for the last concert ever from these guys, but I do want to know from you, are you going to miss them? Do you think this is really the end, or this is just a facade and they will be back yet again? But no one would blame Derek Whibley if he has reconsidered his decision to dissolve Sum 41, especially after the full-blown love shown to the singer, songwriter, and guitarist and his accompanying four-piece power punk Mercenaries by the 13,000 diehard fans that gathered Thursday night at Scotiabank Arena to witness the Ajax Ontario Phenomenon's final full concert. Pickering, Ajax, and Whippy, all next-door neighbors to each other. From the opening rapid tempo of Motivation to the concluding burning riffs of Welcome to Hell, 28 songs later, those on the floor who bought general admission tickets, a few donning dyed mohawks, and more wearing plaid shirts pumped their fists and sang along at the top of their lungs. In front of the stage, a giant whirlpool of bone-crushing moshers would form, colliding and routinely elevating someone with their arms, guiding them toward the barrier, where muscular security guards, who more than earned their keep, would catch and gently release them, allowing the crowd surfers to rinse and repeat. As for those in the stands, they remained on their feet for the entire 2-hour and 15-minute set, comprised of all killer music forged over 30 years of a Sum 41 career that began in high school. To be honest, it was all a bit of an eye-opener, the impact that frontman Whibley has had on the public with the many soul-searching, self-analyzing, and philosophical songs he's written over the years. And it seems almost premature that Sum 41 are calling it a day just as they're enjoying the fruits of the most intended tour in their history. Let me give you the rundown as far as what the set list was. And do you agree with this set list? Do you think it was in the right order? Would you have liked to have seen something different? Let me know in the comment section below. New to the channel, do consider subscribing for more. Thumbs up also appreciated. It started off with the AC/DC song TNT before they opened up, as well as the introduction to Destruction. And then the first song out was Motivation, followed by the Hell song. Third song in, Over My Head, Better Off Dead, followed by No Reason, War, Underclass Hero, Newts, Landmines, Dopamine, Raining Blood, which is a Slayer cover. They only played the intro to that one. Master of Puppets, of course a Metallica cover. We're All to Blame, Some Say, Screaming Bloody Murder, Walking Disaster, With Me, Makes No Difference, My Direction / No Brains / All Messed Up, followed by a drum solo. Prepararsi a Salire, Rise Up, Pieces, What We're All About, Fat Lip, Still Waiting, and then 2 encores. The first encore was Summer, Waiting on a Twist of Fate, and In Too Deep. And finally the encore, the second one, and the last one from presumably this whole tour and their career, So Long Goodbye, Welcome to Hell, and a Frank Sinatra version of My Way. Let me know, again, in the comment section below, do you think this is it, or are they going to come back? From what they've said, this is definitely the final concert ever from Sum 41. Little bit emotional here, but like all good things must come to an end, and this does seem like this is the end. I will give you some more reviews on this as well as a recap coming up now with some more video from the very last concert, Sum 41. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Again, new to the channel, please do consider subscribing for more. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this really it? This is Mavakaga.
All right, let's dive in. We're talking Sum 41, their final show, Toronto, the whole thing.
Wow, yeah, big night.
Yeah, Scotiabank Arena, sold out, what, like 13,000 people?
I think so, yeah, packed.
And they're at their peak, right? I mean, everything we've read, reviews, fan reactions, it's all super positive.
Yeah, they're definitely going out on top.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Why now, when they're so good? So that's kind of what we want to unpack today. We've got reviews, some historical stuff about the band, trying to understand this whole farewell thing.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Because Sum 41, I mean, they're not just some quick punk band. They've been around.
Oh, yeah, like decades.
Yeah, more than 20 years.
Evolved their sound, too.
For sure, but they kept that core, that punk energy.
And they influenced a ton of bands, right? Bridged that gap between, like, pop punk and the heavier stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
So not just a nostalgia act.
Nope, not at all.
And this concert, I mean, insane energy.
From what I read, yeah.
All the reviews mention it. Mosh pits, crowd surfing, the whole deal. 2 hours, nonstop.
Oh, wow.
And everyone's singing along.
Must have been wild.
Yeah, just this crazy connection between the band and the fans.
It's like they built this history together, you know? Years of music and everyone's part of it.
Yeah, totally. And what surprised me going through all this was how much people talked about Derek Whibley's lyrics, like his songwriting.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I mean, the guy can write a hook, we know that, but it goes deeper.
Deeper, yeah.
It's like he's talking about real struggles, anxieties, stuff people relate to, especially growing up.
Okay, so let's get into this, right?
Yeah.
We all know the hits, Fat Lip, In Too Deep, that stuff.
Anthems.
Right. But this concert, they played some deeper cuts, even a few slower songs.
Yeah, like With Me pieces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are we saying there's more to Sum 41 than just those party anthems?
100%. I mean, those songs, they're about vulnerability, heartbreak. It's a different side of them.
And hearing that live at a farewell show, it's got to hit differently.
Oh, absolutely. Adds a whole other layer of meaning.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The reviews, they all talk about this versatility.
Yeah.
1 minute they're playing a Metallica, Master of Puppets, solo, full-on metal.
Showing off the chops.
Yeah, right back into these supercharged songs, like no reason, the whole arena's bouncing.
So it's that mix, right? Heavy and heartfelt, keeps it fresh.
Yeah. They experiment, push boundaries, but that punk energy's always there.
And then they throw in a curveball, like a cappella makes no difference.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone's singing along.
No way. That's awesome. So it's like this whole concert was them showing every side of themselves.
Kind of a microcosm of their whole career, yeah.
Exactly. But knowing it's goodbye, does that change things? Is it a celebration or is it more like, I don't know, a funeral?
It's a good question. I guess we got to find out.
Yeah, let's dive into that next.
Sounds good to me. I think it was both, you know? Like, you could feel the sadness, especially towards the end.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I'd say it was mostly a celebration, if that makes sense.
Like a graduation almost?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, it's over, but you're proud of what you accomplished.
And Sum 41, they were really big on thanking the fans, especially the Toronto crowd.
Oh, yeah. They made a big deal about that.
Whibley even said like how they always dreamed of making it big in Toronto and now 2 sold-out nights.
At the Scotiabank Arena, no less.
It's like this whole extra layer of emotion.
Yeah.
It's not just a concert. It's like a homecoming.
Totally. And you can tell, reading the reviews, that the fans felt it too.
So, okay, how did they actually say goodbye? Was it dramatic or more low-key? Like, what happened?
I mean, there were definitely some tears. They hugged, took their time leaving the stage, and then Whibley played So Long Goodbye by himself, just him and an acoustic guitar.
Oh, wow. That's got to be a tearjerker.
Yeah, apparently you could hear a pin drop in the arena.
Okay, but they didn't end on a sad note, did they? I read they closed with something a bit more upbeat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Last song, full band, Welcome to Hell.
Classic.
And it was perfect, right? So much energy, like they're not going quietly.
It's a statement, almost. Like, we're doing this on our own terms.
Exactly. It's that punk rock spirit, you know?
Yeah.
Chaos, rebellion, leaving a mark.
It makes me think about other bands who've done the farewell thing.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Like, why do some bands just fade out while others, like Sum 41, they go for the big finale? What do you think?
It's interesting. Maybe it's about legacy, going out on top instead of slowly fading.
And control the narrative, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is how we want to be remembered.
It's a final chapter, right? Closure for them and for the fans.
And for the fans, yeah, a chance to say goodbye, celebrate everything the band meant to them.
It becomes a shared experience, right? This moment in time that connects everyone.
It's like a milestone, a marker for the end of an era.
Oh, but why do these farewells hit us so hard? Like, what is it about seeing a band for the last time that's so emotional?
That's a good one. Maybe it's about, I don't know, our own sense of time passing, like nothing lasts forever.
Even our favorite bands.
Right, and maybe it forces us to think about loss, change, all that stuff we don't always want to face.
It's like we're saying goodbye to a part of ourselves, our youth, the memories tied to that music.
But there's gratitude too, right? For the experiences, the connection.
And the music, it's like a time capsule. We can always go back to it.
Even when the band's gone, yeah. The music keeps that spirit alive, that energy from the last concert, that final goodbye.
So it's bittersweet, but it's a gift in a way.
Definitely. And for Sum 41, it's even more special because they're going into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
It's like their legacy is cemented, right? One of Canada's biggest rock bands.
And it shows you music, it can really last.
It goes beyond time, creates these connections, leaves a mark on the world.
This whole conversation, it makes me think about other bands, the ones who did the farewell thing really well.
Oh, yeah. There's got to be tons.
Like, what comes to mind?
Yeah.
What makes those moments so special?
Well, there's The Last Waltz with the band.
Oh, yeah, the movie.
Yeah. Scorsese filmed it, like a whole cinematic thing.
Captured that raw emotion, a band saying goodbye.
Exactly.
And then there's, I don't know, more recent stuff like Elton John.
His farewell tour.
Yeah, years in the making, right? Huge.
Yeah, span the globe, basically.
It's a celebration of his whole career, but it's also like a last chance for fans to see him live.
Especially for the younger fans who might not have had the chance otherwise.
Right. So it seems like there are different ways to say goodbye.
For sure.
Some bands, they just kind of disappear.
Yeah, they fade away.
Others, they go out with a bang, like Sum 41.
Yeah, with intention.
But the ones we remember, the ones that become legendary, there's always this element of, I don't know, planning.
Like they're creating an experience.
For the fans, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
More than just playing the hits.
It's like they're sharing their journey, how they got here, their connection with the audience.
And when they get it right, it's super powerful.
The music becomes something else entirely, something bigger.
It's almost like a ritual, We're all acknowledging this shared history.
Makes sense.
And maybe that's why it sticks with us, because it's not just entertainment anymore.
It's deeper than that, yeah.
It becomes part of our own story, how we mark time, how we think about ourselves.
Sum 41's farewell, it wasn't just the music.
No, definitely not.
It was the energy, the memories, that feeling of belonging.
Like you're a part of something bigger?
Thousands of people, same passion, singing along to every word.
And it makes me think about those other iconic farewells. The Beatles on that rooftop, LCD sound system at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah, those are big.
They're etched in our memories, the end of an era.
Like, this chapter is closed. Gotta hold on to those memories.
Exactly.
But even though the band's gone, the music's still there.
Right, we can always go back to it.
Listen to the albums, remember the concerts, share it with other people.
And it's a reminder, I guess, that even though a band says goodbye, their music doesn't have to.
It keeps going.
Yeah, that's pretty cool when you think about it.
Yeah, definitely.
So wrapping up this deep dive into Sum 41's farewell, it wasn't just about one show.
No, it's bigger than that.
It was about that connection between artists and fans, how endings can be beautiful even if they're sad, and how music, it really stays with us.
It makes you want to, I don't know, appreciate what we have, those artists who mean something to us, and keep exploring, finding new music.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll be talking about another band's farewell.
Looking back at their journey, how they impacted us.
This was awesome. Really made me think about Sum 41 in a new way, and about farewells in general.
You too. It's been a good one.
So until next time, everyone, keep exploring, keep listening, and let's see what other deep dives we can uncover.
Sounds good to me.
Love Rock Guy.